Just a little higher, John. This is really good. You can hear that squeaky sound.
Yeah. My name's Jordan Young. I'm a track and field thrower from Canada. For over a decade, I've been working to understand every aspect of throwing. I'm an athlete, which means the only way to be great is through raw hard work and determination. This is my story. I'm going to be taking on one of athletics' biggest challenges, the Olympic Games.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of JY Throws. In today's video, I want to take a look at my competition throws from Arizona a couple weeks ago and take a look at my technique and some things that I noticed that I want to continue to work on. I also want to take a look at my plans for the rest of the season and discuss my strategy to try to qualify for the Olympics with the time that I have left. As of now, it's the end of May, and I've got until the end of June to try to qualify for the Olympics. I need to pick up another meter and a little bit on my discus throw to hit the auto-qualifying standard, or have a couple competitions that are around my personal best to try to move me up in the world rankings. My plan is to drive to Canada tomorrow to do a 2-week quarantine, and then I've got 3 competitions before the Canadian National Championships. So taking a look at my competition throws from Arizona, there was really not much that I was too proud of in this competition. Unfortunately, the wind was really strong and coming from a bad direction for me. And also the circle at the University of Arizona is really weirdly slick. Like, it doesn't feel like you're gonna slip when you're actually throwing, but as you're starting your throw and winding up and getting your feet set, it really feels like it's gonna be slippery, so that starts to mess with my head. And then overall, it just kind of felt like I was trying to go way too fast and I wasn't actually hitting a good block in a good position that I could really smack the finish and get a lot of power on the throw. And I think even if I did line it up, it wouldn't have been ideal conditions for me to actually throw far, considering the wind was really crappy. But I think I could have picked up a couple more meters potentially, and it would have helped me out on the world rankings. One of the main causes of me really missing my power position and not being able to get after the finish, actually I think comes from a back injury that happened a few weeks before the competition. And I actually had to take a week off of throwing from that injury, so when I got back into throwing, I was afraid that I was gonna hurt it again, have to miss more time. So then I stopped trying to get after the finish as hard. But in doing so, I ended up changing my technique and then completely missing the power position where I'm hitting it when I needed to in competition. So I've been really trying to slow things down, go back to my standing throw, really try to feel the discus in my stand throw position in a good, powerful position like I've been working on all year, and then really trying to hit the standing throw. And that's been helping translate back into my full throw, and I feel like I've been finding the timing a bit. So today I'm gonna start off with some easy standing throws, just try to get the feel for it, making sure that I'm catching the discus in a good position, hitting it nice and flat all the way through the finish. And then I'm gonna move on to full throws and continue to work on that and see what Martin has to say about my technique. This is my last day that I can work with him before I head to Canada for the next month to try to compete. Let's have a good productive day and get after it. Other thing that I'm really feeling in my throw is trying to get my hips up and over top of my block leg at the same time that I'm finishing with the discus. So everything comes through together. I don't want the discus too far behind. So my hips are already finished. I gotta pull off. Wow, nice and together. Cues for today: get over my right side, down to the middle, in a good block position, good power position here. Really crush the finish and just try to feel that finish get powerful. find that big stand throw feeling. Getting the hips up over top of the block leg at the same time I'm finishing. Reverse nice and straight, hopefully. So when looking at my competition from Arizona, I'm moving pretty quickly through the ring, and it's nice to see that I have the speed, but I've got too much speed that I can't actually do anything with it. So I've been really working on just slowing it down, making sure I get to a good position so that I can actually hit the finish. And if I can hit the finish with good power and speed on my finish, then I can get way further throws than if I'm just trying to go fast, because I'm not actually accelerating the implement as much as I am. So give up a little bit of speed out of the back to set up the throw, then hit the finish versus just trying to go fast the whole time.
Just a little higher, John. This is really good. You can hear that squeaky sound.
Yeah.
Beep.
Down to a good, powerful position. So I'm gonna go back and end practice with some stand throws today. That's been really helping me get the feeling for the full throw. The more comfortable I am with my standing throw, the more I recognize that position when I'm actually getting to my full and I can actually feel it. All right, so one feeling that I need to remember is that as I wind back, the discus gets a bit too far away. So if from here I continue to start to drive with my hips, the discus is still too far behind. So I need to wind back, wait for the discus to get to a good position, and from here I can actually hit it and have everything timed up. But if the discus is too far behind, then it's really hard to finish. So as I'm winding, let the discus catch up and then finish with it. So you can go side angle. Let the discus catch up, then hit it. And that's definitely where I feel the most powerful. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap today's video up here. Thank you very much for watching. Super pleased that things are starting to feel better. And as I'm in Canada, I'm gonna continue to work on finding that feeling of the standing throw and just really try to get that as dialed in as possible so I can have the most successful last couple of meets and hopefully qualify for the Olympics. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one, whenever that might be. Take it easy.
Just a little higher, John. This is really good. You can hear that squeaky sound.
Yeah.
Beep.